Welcome back. For this interview, I have a co-host, my colleague Sandy Hogg, who's from Letcher County and is running the health initiative and some other things that part of the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative. But we're interviewing Steve Mobley, who it's only appropriate we interview you. We just, Steve, and you're from Knott County Central High School in Knott County, but we just interviewed two young ladies that had a trout project. They grew trout and released them part of a water quality, but you're growing tilapia.
That's correct. We've got a fully enclosed, self-contained fish tank, about a 500-gallon tank, and we're raising tilapia. We start them as fry and raise them up to harvest size, and we're actually getting ready to do that in a couple of weeks before school goes out. We're going to net those out of there and have a little fish fry for my FFA kids that have been working on this project.
It's going to eat the fish now. I don't know about that, Steve.
We're going to
we
eat
just
fish.
had the students that were just here, and they said that was.
They were very attached to the trout. I don't think
that was one of the things they said. They said we got really attached to those trout.
Well, I think mine have been enough problems and enough issues and enough trouble. We'll probably enjoy eating them.
What, of course, it's great to have a fish fry, but what is your end result? We know the cold water, the tilapia, that is, a lot of people can, in aquaculture, raise them and sell them. So what is your end game, and what are your students learning about this?
We're trying to teach the kids that we can produce some locally grown, healthy options for them to eat. These tilapia are very hardy. If they can survive a high school class for a couple of years and get market size, they got to be pretty tough. Pretty easy to raise. We can raise them here in East Kentucky in ponds, farm ponds, whatever you have, strip mine ponds, whatever you happen to have. They're a warm water species, but they grow fast enough that you could actually put them in a pond in April, this time of year when the water temperature gets up to about 55 or 60. If you put them in fingerling size, they'll be a pound and a half harvest size by October before the water temperature gets cold again. So it is feasible to raise some of these here in East Kentucky.
I saw a picture of the fish, that some of the students were working with, and they get pretty good size.
Yeah, and they grow really fast. They're pretty, like I said, they're pretty hardy, easy to raise, and we try to teach quite a bit of biology with that, some morphology, anatomy of the fish, and we do some water chemistry. I have the kids, do water quality tests. We test for pH and alkalinity and ammonia nitrate and those kind of things. And so we teach a little chemistry and a little biology. Keeps them interested.
Will, is it practical for, I know your other students have raised strawberries and other things there at Knott County. Is it practical to have this food that can be processed for your cafeteria, or are there regulations that would prevent that?
Probably some regulations that would kind of hinder that process, and we're really, to be honest, we're not ready to do that yet. We're on a pretty small scale. We're talking maybe 100 pounds of fish, and that's that's not enough to feed 600 hungry teenagers for lunch. But we're working on that, and what I got the grant for actually is an aquaponics. We're going to try to take this one step further and use the waste from the fish production to fertilize some vegetables. We're growing some cabbage and some peppers, some cucumbers and some tomatoes in an aquaponics system, and using the fish waste as a natural source of fertilizer.
Now you will be able to use those vegetables probably in the food service.
Yeah, we can probably do that easier than we can the fish.
Yeah.
Is there anything out that you learned from this project that it was unexpected?
Yeah, there's always unexpected things, and it never runs as smooth as you think it's going to run. Just like everything else in life, you've got a plan laid out, particularly with this aquaponics deal. We ran into some issues. I could never get my water quality where we wanted it so we could put the fish in the system. So what we wound up doing was just taking the fish waste and adding it to the system as a source of fertilizer. And there were some reasons for our water chemistry being not right, and the kids learned that and explained to them why that happened. And so we've kind of working to correct that. But there's, you're always kind of making adjustments and learning as you go. And the kids really like it.
Well, this is such a hands-on project.
Yes.
Have the children, the students, they really enjoyed that?
Yes, absolutely. And the kit, the aquaponics tank, the kit comes in a box in about 1 million pieces. So, we start from nothing, and they put that together and build the whole thing. And they take a lot of pride in it. Now we've actually got cucumbers growing, and they see that, and it's something that they've done, and they take a lot of pride in doing it. I really enjoy it.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for being on our program. And
thank you very much.
This is an exciting and a very worthwhile project.
Thank you very much. Pleasure being here.
Thank you.